eatradio.com.
Live from the Radio Studios, it's your host, Chuck Lott.
And Rosie Flory. We missed you guys.
We made it back.
We did.
How'd that happen?
We won.
We won? Wait. That means that we are the champions.
It does, and it's all because of the support of everyone watching.
Every single one of you. We want to thank you guys so much for choosing us. It's been what, 4 months, 3 months?
It's been a lot. We missed you through a lot of holidays and stuff.
Thanksgiving. Oh, we got Thanksgiving.
We got Thanksgiving.
So we missed Christmas.
And then New Year's.
Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Boxing Day.
Hope you won some money on the Super Bowl.
Oh, what else? Happy President's Day.
What else? Is that it?
My nephew was born a couple weeks ago. I have a new nephew.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's so exciting. Happy, healthy boy.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, it's another lot boy. It's gonna be crazy.
Multiplying.
World be ready.
It's a lot takeover.
But hey man, we're back. We've got a lot of stuff planned for you guys over the next few months, years. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. You got any plans?
No, I cleared the schedule for the rest of eternity, so it's fine.
Every Wednesday night, we are here.
Well, we have some unbelievable stories for you guys tonight, but before we get into it, we're going to have to take a quick commercial break. Don't be sad, though. It's okay. Because when we return, we have some news involving healthy lollipops, a controversial new skit from SNL, and some news that will have you looking differently at cell phone towers.
Cell phone towers, huh?
Yeah.
Really?
How do you look at them now?
Oh, wait, that's what you...
It's really funny.
Well, hey, guys, everything she just said and much more when we return, you better not close that stream. We're not going anywhere.
No.
eatradio.com.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another stupid awesome episode of The Weekly Show. I'm Rob.
Hey, this is Chris Les Jake, and if InRavio.com spots you at an event wearing this bracelet, they will give you $100.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com. InRavio.com wants you. InRavio provides the best in TV, film, post-production, and so much more. And we're growing. Right now, we're looking for a team of pros that can join us. So what are you waiting for? We need show hosts, production crew, marketing gurus, sales experts, audio engineers, lighting, visual effects, and camera crews. We want you. Go to InRavio.com/join the team. For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered.
What's up, guys? We're Scared No Fair, and we're here with InRavio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
Welcome back, everyone. Before we get started, I'd like to take a moment of silence for my cell phone case.
Rip cell phone case.
During our commercial break, my OtterBox phone case is no longer with us.
So pour one out for that cell phone, please.
Just the case, not the phone. The phone is fine. OtterBox, you guys did a great job.
Oh.
Just my holster.
Do you know what happened to me while we were away? I dropped my phone in the toilet.
Why do girls always do that?
It was in my back pocket. And
Why do girls always do that?
Where are we supposed to put them?
Get it.
We don't have, like, girls' front pockets on jeans are like this deep usually. You can't really fit it. You gotta put it in the, and you forget. It was very sad. I was very upset.
So when you go to the
It cost
bathroom,
me a
you
lot of
forget
money.
that there's something touching your butt?
It's like, I feel like a phone is like an appendage. Like, you kind of just forget it's there sometimes. So attached to it.
Remember those cell phone towers?
Oh, yeah. It's all going to make sense.
Right. Anyways, hey, I'm glad you guys decided to stick with us because we honestly have some pretty ridiculous stories for you guys tonight. So let's start off with some of the happenings that's going down in our neighborhood with local news. Well, it wouldn't be SNL if there wasn't a controversial skit that sparked debate. Saturday Night Live disgusted some viewers while amusing others this weekend with a skit that showed host Dakota Johnson joining one of the world's most universally hated terrorist groups, ISIS. Veteran cast member Taron Killam plays the 50 Shades of Grey star's father, dropping her off at the airport. The sketch is a parody of a popular Toyota ad wherein the daughter is joining the Army Reserves. The loving father-daughter moment is brief, however, quickly transitioning into horror for some and hilarity for others, as a white pickup pulls up filled with menacing mass terrorists waving guns and extremist flags. Dad tells the daughter to be careful, and she replies with a wink, "Dad, it's just ISIS." Despite lasting less than 2 minutes, the video has resulted in hours upon hours of debate among news sources. Fun fact, the Arabic written on the ISIS flag seen in the video actually says, "We only want brains, and I love cats."
Really? That's pretty funny.
I can't read Arabic.
I mean, me either, but people were really offended by that. Some people thought it was funny, some people really were offended.
I mean, I can't believe Lauren actually gave the okay for that one. However, I think that it's monopolized enough news that we need some kind of, we need something to dissipate the tension.
Well, I don't know if you watched the SNL, like, I think it was 20-year recap?
40-year recap?
Did
I watch it?
40-year recap. And they
best
said
3.5
that the
hours
best
ever.
way to, like, make light of something that's horrible is to do it through comedy. So that's probably why they...
I would.
It makes people feel more, I don't know, more comfortable about talking about it.
I mean, I brush things off very easily, so I don't know. I mean, comedy, yeah, it's cool. You know, it like I said, it eases the tension. We need something to dissipate all the nonsense that's going on. I mean, it's tough.
It is.
And SNL is controversial. I mean, that's what they're there for, right?
I guess. They
Okay.
also haven't been very funny in, like, the past 15 years.
What? The past 15 years? Lauren,
I'm just
I do
saying.
not endorse that
Okay,
because
10
I hope
years?
that I can host the 50-year anniversary
Well,
of
I hope
SNL.
that we get on it and we'll bring it back.
You better hope he don't see
I'm
tonight's
just saying
show.
what I hear, okay? That's just like what people say.
He said, she
that it's
said.
not very funny anymore.
He said that she said that you need to. You need to. Next story.
Okay.
Crazy.
Moving on. Some people only wish for the best of both worlds, but this definitely isn't the case for 9-year-old entrepreneur Alina Morse and her healthy invention, Zollipops. This 9-year-old entrepreneur came up with the idea for a lollipop created from healthy ingredients that was just as good for you as it was to eat. Apparently, the intuitive young lady first came up with the idea after being denied a lollipop by her father at a local bank because they were too bad for you. So, after bringing the idea up to her father and nagging him endlessly, he agreed to help her brew up a batch to try out. After a lengthy trial and error process, Alina said they finally found the perfect combination of ingredients that not only made the sucker good for your teeth, but delicious as well. These special lollipops may taste like cherry, grape, orange, pineapple, and raspberry, but the sneaky candy is actually full of cavity-fighting ingredients like erythritol, xylitol, stevia, and a bunch of other dentist-recommended mumbo-jumbo. After designing packaging with her father and delivering a presentation to Whole Food Market buyers, Alina now has Zollipops available for purchase through several Whole Food retailers.
Hey,
Hey,
you're the real MVP.
that's really cool.
That's.
9 years old?
You know what? Shout out to my brother really quick. Hey man, these lollipops you need to give to my nephews because we can't have no more cavities in the family.
You have cavities?
I don't know. I gotta
You
go
don't
to
know
the
if you have
dentist.
cavity. Have you ever had a cavity?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You don't
I've
get
never
this
had
big
one.
without eating sweets. Girl. Let's keep this party going.
All right.
Proving yet again that the U.S. government has no shame when it comes to gross invasion of privacy. A new report claims that since 2007, the U.S. Marshal Service has been crisscrossing the country with small airplanes equipped with fake cell towers. These small aircrafts intercept communications between your mobile phone and the carrier's legitimate cell tower, allowing the U.S. Marshals to find and triangulate the exact location of a target. Obviously, the primary target of the system is criminals, but the report says a lot of innocent Americans are being tagged by the program. The purpose of the program, as you've probably worked out, is to avoid having to ask carriers like Verizon and AT&T and Sprint, I got Sprint, for information, a process U.S. law enforcement claims is too slow. The program is on considerable solid ground if the marshals have a warrant for the suspect's arrest. But obviously a lot of data is being collected about innocent people in the process. It's a little scary.
It is scary.
But
What, like if you have nothing to hide, then it shouldn't matter? Is that where you're gonna go?
That wasn't where I was going to go,
Okay.
but I mean, I'm there. I don't have anything to hide. My life is an open book.
So don't track him down.
Except for chapter 15, 16, and 17. But it's 2015. I mean, we're all about information and like all that crazy stuff. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm definitely not saying that it's right, but it is what it is, given this day and age.
So does it frighten you to think that like an airplane is tracking your cell phone calls to whoever you're calling? We talked on the phone today. They could have heard that whole thing.
And you know what they heard?
Like
Do
nothing.
you want Starbucks? I want
yeah,
Starbucks.
really.
I've been at work since 7 o'clock. I'm a little tired. I have to lift legs tonight.
They're probably listening like,
I mean,
this is so boring.
hey man, they can listen all they want to. If they want to waste their time and my taxpayer dollars coming after me talking about leg day, by all means.
They're just
But
taking
you better
up-
give me my
Oh,
refund.
Chuck went to the
come
gym again today.
April 15th. 5 days a week. Ain't nothing changed. It's just March. I'm waiting on the track to clear up.
What, it's full of snow. You can't go out there. I thought you
So
would have your
sad.
snowshoes on.
I'm thinking about
Mr. Antarctica over here.
it. She remembers.
I remember everything. For our final story, we continue on to the subject of communication privacy with possibly one of the biggest customer betrayals in recent memory. Computer manufacturing enterprise Lenovo admitted to preloading the Superfish adware on some computer PCs, and users are now dragging the company to court. A proposed class action suit was filed last week against Lenovo and Superfish, which charges both companies with fraudulent business practices and of making Lenovo PCs vulnerable to malware and malicious attacks by preloading the adware. Plaintiff Jessica Bennett said her laptop was damaged as a result of Superfish, which was called spyware in court documents. She also accused Lenovo and Superfish of invading her privacy and making money by studying her internet browsing habits. The lawsuit was filed after Lenovo admitted to preloading Superfish on some consumer PCs. The laptop affected by Superfish include non-ThinkPad models such as G Series, U Series, Y Series, Z Series, S Series, Flex, Mix, Yoga, and E Series. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's a lot. Lenovo has since issued fixes to remove Superfish applications and certificates from PCs. Microsoft's Windows Defender and McAfee security applications also removed Superfish since Friday.
Okay. So we're back on this information stuff, right?
Yes.
All right. A few days ago, we found a couple of teenagers who were trying to go join ISIS, right? Since we talked about ISIS, and now we're talking about information. I'm not saying what Lenovo did was right, but we have all this crazy stuff going on nowadays. Everything is being transferred over the internet with our cell phones, social media.
I mean, it's Big Brother, but
we knew this was going to happen.
yeah. I mean,
we knew this
no
was going to
one
happen.
knows. Forever, yeah.
And I'm not going to get started on what's happening in D.C. right now, but there are plenty of distractions out there that you aren't aware of. So read a book. Don't turn to certain news outlets and get one side. You got to open your minds up because there's a lot of things going on right now, and all these topics that we're talking about. I mean, this information stuff it's crazy. It's crazy, but bits and pieces of it I think are necessary.
I mean, it does help a lot. Like you said, it was those kids that were trying to join ISIS that they found. And I think there was just something really terrible that happened with a boy and a girl. She was texting this boy who said he wanted to commit suicide, and like she was like egging him on. I don't know if did you hear about this?
I think I heard something about that.
And the kid killed himself, and like it's terrible. And all of that information though is on.
If it's for safety and
this
the well-being.
girl saying like, kill yourself, do it.
If it's for
terrible.
safety and the well-being of citizens, so be it.
Then it's good.
And you know, like we were just joking around earlier, I don't think that they're monitoring our conversation about coffee and working out,
right,
and you know, wasting time and effort and money on that. There's all kind of technology out there to check out buzzwords, and you know, anytime you say something or type something in, certain combinations trigger whatever. So. Yeah, I think we're.
I guess what would make
we're
people
going too far.
feel more comfortable is that if the government was more upfront with what they're trying to do by monitoring so
Did you
much,
just say
people would
if
feel.
the government
I
was
know, but
upfront
it's
with
true.
something?
If they were saying like this is what we're doing and it's because we're looking for X, Y, and Z, then we
mean-
wouldn't have to sit here thinking like, why do they want to know what kind of socks I like to buy? Like, why are they watching me?
She just
That's
said
the
if
scary
government
part.
was-
It's the why. Like, why am I being followed? Why am I being watched?
I tell you what, speaking of being followed, you guys need to follow me on Twitter at Chuck Mantiele, ChuckMantiele. That's Twitter and Instagram.
And you can follow me too, Rosie Flory, at Rosie Flory, ROSIEFLORE.
Don't be a lemon, be a rosebud.
Aw. I don't know what that means, but I like it.
It's a wrestling thing. Yeah, since we're going to be here for a long time, you guys are going to get just a front row seat into our lives as we take this journey together every Wednesday night.
Congratulations, people.
And on that note, we're going to take another break. But when we return, personal cloud that cools you as you follow, as they follow. Volunteer selection for a one-way trip to Mars. Did you see Total Recall?
No.
Oh, yeah, you're young. We'll be right back.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there. And we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
Transmission of lice occurs from being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Like catching a cold or the flu.
You have guaranteed peace of mind in every bottle of Got Lice because all of our products are completely natural.
And organic.
But strong enough to cover all your lice removal needs while being safe and effective. Our professional technicians are specially trained with our exclusive proven technique to successfully comb out head lice. We come right to your home at your convenience.
Whenever you want us.
We bring everything needed to perform a successful and complete comb out while eliminating your head lice. And we leave you with our exclusive complimentary products to use for the next 10 days following our treatment.
For free.
Our technicians also check all family members who have been exposed to lice. Please visit us on our website today at gotlice.co or feel free to call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 646-257-0121.
Hey, I'm Raul Panther.
And I'm Commander B. Hawkins.
And I'm Russ. We're some of the proto men. If we see you without this bracelet, you're punching the But if you have this bracelet from InRavio.com, you can win $100.
Put one of these on, or else.
InRavio.com wants you. InRavio provides the best in TV, film, post-production, and so much more. And we're growing. Right now, we're looking for a team of pros that can join us. So what are you waiting for? We need show hosts, production crew, marketing gurus, sales experts, audio engineers, lighting, visual effects, and camera crews. We want you. Go to InRavio.com/join the team.
Oh, hey, man, real quick. If you watch commercials like I do, I just want to give a message out to the proto men. You are not going to punch me if I don't have on that bracelet.
They're scary. They will punch you. You might punch them back.
I will punch you back.
We were practicing punching before.
We were.
He was letting me punch his hand, and then I hurt my hand.
You know what? We might have to, one of these days, we're going to do like a Taibo. Do you remember Taibo?
No. Dang. What's Taibo?
What?
What is it, like karate?
I'm going to post something on Taibo on my Twitter and my Facebook
and
my Instagram tonight. So you guys, she's going to have to check it out because she doesn't know who.
Is he a person?
We're going to keep going. It's almost time to head over to World News. But before we do, let's take one last look at some of the awesome events going down around New York the next couple of days in this week and next week.
Hello, hi, good evening. I'm still Rick Everly. And if you're here, then you're still looking for details on all the coolest happenings going on around New York. We've only got a couple of minutes, so let's do it. We're kicking things off this week early with a special performance by the Dropkick Murphys at the Paramount in Huntington as part of their Celtic Punk Invasion Tour. That's tonight at 8 p.m. Grab your drinks and wear something green. Tomorrow, the Emporium, a legend. You have nowhere else to be than Patchogue tomorrow, because the one, the only Ghostface Killer from Wu-Tang will be in town, crushing the stage in classic Wu-Tang fashion. The party's at 8 p.m. at the Emporium, and tickets are only $25. $25, people. Wu-Tang, 90s. They'll also be bringing with him Inspector Deck and a bunch of other talented guests. Is it a Wu-Tang, is Redman and Method Man gonna show up? I don't know. I just know you do not want to miss out. Everyone's gonna be talking about this around the water cooler, because yes, people that like the Wu-Tang Clan are now in their 30s and 40s and they're business people. Are you a fan of the Foo Fighters? Who is it? Well, that's why everybody's going to be at the Revolution Bar and Grill in Amityville this Friday. No, Dave Grohl's not going to be there, but the Foo Fighters tribute band Monkey Wrench will be. Get it? From the song. I thought it wasn't bad. Anyway, it's only $10 and doors open at 8 p.m. Be there or Dave Grohl will come after you. However, if you're looking to make some serious memories this week, then you should be at MSG for a world-shattering performance by a little group called Maroon 5. You may have seen them on the Oscars, on The Voice, hit after hit after hit. You know what? You must have heard of them. Five Towns College. Anyway, they'll be performing at 7:30 p.m. Not only Thursday, but also, wait for it, Friday too. I know, right? Tickets range from $29 to $125, depending on how well you want to see Adam Levine's abs. Wow. Well, it looks like I'm out of time, just in time. But be sure you're visiting inravio.com for all the awesome content you could possibly want. Be sure you're checking me out on Twitter, at Rick Everly, Facebook, Rick Everly NY, and Rick Everly Public Relations, etc. Instagram, send me Snapchats if you're of age. I'll be back next week with new shows. Save sarcasm. Good night.
Jeez, Rick was on fire in that little information gathering. Send him Snapchats of Adam Levine's abs.
You know what? Adam Levine, come on, baby. We're going to have an abs contest pretty soon.
I'll send you a picture of my six-pack
of
rolls.
What? Oh, my Lord. Look, hey, Rick, that was fun.
That was really
fun.
Hey, hi, Rick. Thanks, as always, to our man,
Hola.
Rick, for keeping us in the loop. But with that out of the way, let's head outside this beautiful country of ours and see what's happening in world news. We've all seen the cartoon of the sad man being followed by his own personal cloud. Now, while that might be sad for most people, it would be a blessing for those living in hot climates. In Dubai, the Gulf state megacity situated in one of the hottest parts of the world, the benefits of evaporative cooling have long been known. Neighboring Saudi Arabia is already one of the world's largest dairy producers, and its massive indoor herds are kept at an even 21 and 23 degrees Celsius with gigantic misters. Now, one group of designers is reinventing the technology for human beings, devising a system that uses motion tracking and ceiling-mounted misters to provide each pedestrian with their own cooling spray. Ultrasonic sensors embedded in the canopy structure recognizes visitors and sends data to a control system that activates hydro pumps and LED lights in their proximity. The Cloudcast is currently at the prototype stage and it is debuting at the Museum of Future Government Services in Dubai this month. But some believe the evaporative cooler could become popular anywhere there is a hot climate. I think that's awesome.
Well, you know what? To all our fans down there in Florida, out west in Vegas, California, Hawaii, aloha. It's cold here in New York, so I don't really...
The idea of evaporating coolers following me right now literally is sending shivers down my spine.
But you know what, though? When you said gigantic misters, I kind of giggled a little bit.
Did you? You're gross.
What? I'm... Not that.
Oh. Okay, maybe I'm gross.
50 Shades of Grey over here.
50 Shades of something, I don't know.
Ooh, 50 Shades of... An expedition to Honduras has emerged from the jungle with dramatic news of a discovery of a mysterious culture's lost city, never before explored. The team was led to the remote, uninhabited region by long-standing rumors that it was the site of a storied white city, also referred to in legend as the City of the Monkey God. Archaeologists surveyed and mapped extensive plazas, earthworks, mounds, and an earthen pyramid belonging to a culture that thrived 1,000 years ago and then vanished. The team, which returned to the site from the site last Wednesday, also discovered a remarkable cache of stone sculptures that had lain untouched since the city was abandoned. In contrast to the nearby Maya, this vanished culture has been scarcely studied and it remains virtually unknown. So much so that the archaeologists haven't even named it yet. I've got a couple of good names for it.
You do?
Yeah.
Send them in.
Chuck's people. The site is reportedly in a surprisingly untouched and undisturbed condition, with 52 artifacts peeking from the surface alone. The most striking object emerging from the grounds is the head of what archaeologists speculated might be a were-jaguar, possibly depicting a shaman in a transformed spirit state. The objects were documented but left unexcavated. To protect the site from looters, its location is not being revealed. You want to take a trip?
Yeah, that is the coolest thing ever.
How much money do you think we'll get if we discover this place?
I think they already discovered it, but I would just like to go digging. I wanted to be an archaeologist. I almost went to school for it.
You want to dust off fossils?
I think that's so cool.
Like they did in Jurassic Park?
Yeah, but then, like, did you ever see The Mummy? Was that when, yeah.
Did I ever see The Mummy?
And then, like, they get cursed. Like, that always scared me. So then I was like,
oh, I thought you were, like, all about it. I'm like,
No, I don't want, like, an ancient curse placed on me for disturbing the were-jaguar. No.
What's a were-jaguar?
I don't know, but
like, does it turn into a human?
Sounds like me in the morning. When I wake up, I'm like, I'm tired. Yeah, the claws come out.
I had a manicure over the weekend.
Did you really?
No.
Okay.
I don't do that yet. I'm not that high maintenance.
You should be. It's good for you.
Why?
You should get pedicures too, men. Pedicures, manicures. It looks nice. Feels good.
I mean, I actually have decent feet for a guy, but I haven't had a pedicure.
Gonna whip them out?
No.
All right.
No.
All right, well, let's keep going. As part of their plan to begin colonization of the planet Mars, Dutch nonprofit Mars One has narrowed down their list of potential volunteers to just 100 brave souls. The program will launch the selected into space, land them on Mars, and attempt to keep them alive for the length of their natural lives. However, as the one in Mars One signifies, this is a one-way trip. NASA has announced no plans to send a human to Mars until at least the 2030s, and even then the journey will be made by trained astronauts. So when the nonprofit announced plans to send not only trained professionals, but fairly ordinary people, the response was overwhelming. According to the organization, they are seeking those who psychologically handle not only living on a planet no other human has inhabited, but living with the knowledge that they will never return to Earth. Of the 200,000 that applied almost 2 years ago, only 24 will reach the big red planet. That is so scary. I would never do such a thing. That's more scary than an ancient curse being placed on you. Horrible.
You 24 people better stop playing. A one-way trip to Mars?
See ya.
Isn't that a song?
Could be.
I feel like Maroon 5 sang a song like that.
A one-way trip to Mars. But I think it was about like smoking pot then. It was not about actually going.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not going to Mars, so you guys can get a satellite feed of the weekly show every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. in radio.com / the weekly show.
No beach, no Starbucks.
What? Nope. Not doing it. Not doing it. Not me.
What do they eat?
Don't they eat like evaporated food or something?
Astronaut ice cream for the rest of their life.
But that's like that vacuum powder stuff,
yeah,
right?
like well, look, it looks like they're gonna make them a little colony of tomato
greenhouse?
plants.
No, you know what? They need to have those meals that Bugs Bunny had when he went to go see Marvin the Martian.
You lost me.
You don't know who Marvin the Martian is?
I know who he is, but I don't know about his diet.
YouTube. For my younger generation out there, YouTube. We're going to keep this thing going. A subterranean network of cycle superhighways could help ease London's congestion problem. The scheme, known as the London Underline, would repurpose disused tube tunnels, stations, and reservoir chambers to reduce the number of cyclists on the road in the center of the city. The scheme has been developed by design firm Gensler and recently won the Best Conceptual Project at the London Planning Awards. As well as an underground network for cyclists, there would also be space for pedestrian walkways and shops. Judges said the design had the potential to significantly alleviate congestion between popular destinations. Power for the network would be created by using kinetic energy, turning the footsteps of the pedestrians using the tunnels into electricity. Gensler has identified two main tunnels it could use, one between Green Park and Charing Cross Road, and another between Holborn and Aldwych. The disused tunnels once formed parts of the Jubilee and Piccadilly lines. Tunnels near Stockwell and Goodge Street have also been identified as potential sites for the parts of the network. I'm not riding a bike in a tunnel.
Good show, London. I think it's an excellent idea. Let's go to London and have tea and go with the tunnels.
That is a marvel idea. I tell you. Do you want to take a walk?
I would. London's so nice.
It's nice, but I'm not walking underground. I'm not, no.
Why? Exactly. There's no reason not to. You can.
There are plenty of reasons not
to walk underground.
I'm not doing it.
Finally, our last world news story, and arguably our coolest. For more than 50 years, a former monk has been piecing together a grand cathedral, brick by brick, completely alone and by hand. On an avenue in a Spanish town of Mejorda del Campo, a suburb 13 miles east of Madrid, a massive unfinished structure is the life work of Justo Gallego Martinez, known as Don Justo. He began the project in 1963 without construction permits, blueprints, or money, just faith. The principal source of enlightenment has been, before anything, Christ's evangelism, he recently explained. Today, the cathedral's builder is 88 years old, and the massive structure has spread to 91,500 square feet. Martinez builds according to a vision kept only in his head, using a mix of donated and recycled materials in a style that draws from such inspirations as St. Peter's Basilica and the U.S. White House. After 51 years of work, the cathedral has a library, cloisters, priests' homes, a baptistry, a crypt, and a huge 200-foot central dome which took 20 years to build, along with 24 smaller towers. Martinez relies mainly on donations to pay for the construction, but he does the labor virtually single-handedly. Martinez stated, "If I lived my life again, I'd build this church again, only bigger, twice the size, because for me, this is an act of faith." That's really cool. That is really cool.
I'm looking up flights right now. I'm about to check it out.
I would love to see it.
That's all. Hey,
it must be like magical walking in.
Don Husto, you get like the Determination Award of the Century because that is just insane. You built a whole building by hand?
He's 88 years old.
I hope I can do that at 88.
Pretty amazing.
I mean, I'm not going to build my own building or nothing. I might just walk down the street or something.
I'll build a sandcastle.
Well, you know what? It was reported that Martinez was he received the award for the coolest dude on the earth, which I'm pretty much just said that. So, hey, man, congratulations. Next time I'll put on my tux and my bow tie and we'll go from there.
Well, we're going to take one more teeny tiny break. But when we return, we're going to wrap things up with some truly hard to believe stories in this week's Stupid News. Don't move a muscle. Ooh.
Transmission of lice occurs from being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Like catching a cold or a flu.
You have guaranteed peace of mind in every bottle of Got Lice because all of our products are completely natural.
And organic.
But strong enough to cover all your lice removal needs while being safe and effective. Our professional technicians are specially trained with our exclusive proven technique to successfully comb out head lice. We come right to your home at your convenience.
Whenever you want us.
We bring everything needed to perform a successful and complete comb out while eliminating your head lice. And we leave you with our exclusive complimentary products to use for the next 10 days following our treatment.
For free.
Our technicians also check all family members who have been exposed to lice. Please visit us on our website today at gotlice.co or feel free to call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 646-257-0121.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there. And we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
What's up, guys? We're Scared No Fair, and we're here with InRavio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit hansoncarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered.
Welcome back one more time before we get going. I've got some screens in front of me. I've got my cell phone here, and in the very near future, I'm going to start bringing my laptop. You guys are going to communicate with us during this show.
You should.
Oh yes.
Talk to us.
We're going to get a chat room
I
going.
don't have my phone up here, but I'll bring it.
Live Twitter feed. You don't have your phone?
No, it's in my bag, but
are you scared that drones are going to fly over with fake towers?
Come on.
Big baby. Real quick, quick shout out to the Weekly Show band. It's amazing as always. But we want to end our show with the next segment. Whether it makes you laugh or at all the crazy humans or worry about them, because Lord knows I do. Not really. I don't lose any sleep over crazy people. It's always a good time, so let's kick it over to Stupid News. I love talking about criminals. Here's a note for all my would-be criminals out there. If you're going to steal, invest in a decent costume. Yes, a decent costume. This is a lesson Kaylee Mendonica of Leominster could have used before attempting to steal $500 from a bank dressed as her mustached boyfriend. I don't think that was a good idea at all. The police say the 27-year-old disguised herself as her 65-year-old boyfriend.
What?
Do the math. Okay. 65-year-old boyfriend before driving his truck to a bank window in order to withdraw $500 from his account. After bank employees noticed Mendonca's fake mustache falling from her face, they instructed her to come inside, where they asked her several questions. Once it became clear to the bank employees they were aware of the scheme, Mendoca reportedly ran out of the bank, knocking over a bank employee before she hit the ground during her escape. She was charged with 6 counts, including identity fraud and being a total idiot.
If that was real and she got in trouble for being an idiot, that's good.
But okay.
Why would she go inside? Hey, come in here.
Well,
okay. What a dummy.
But that reminds me of one of those '90s shows. You remember when the female actor would put on a mustache and halfway through it's right here and she's eating hair and it's really?
It was almost a good idea. Just kidding. It was horrible. You're an idiot.
Did anybody do the math out there? Did anybody figure out what that age difference was?
How old was she?
27?
And he's 65. They're
He's
essentially
65.
30 years apart.
Ooh, 50 minus 13 is 47.
Whatever. She could be into whatever she's into, but she's clearly a weirdo. So.
Speaking of what she's into.
Oh, a movie theater located in Colorado accidentally showed 50 Shades of Grey to an audience of children recently. I would have loved to be there. The Loveland Theater, appropriately named, began playing the explicit movie instead of the intended film, the Spongebob movie, Sponge Out of Water. Oh my God, this is insane.
Wow.
These poor children are definitely scarred. Even though only the very start of the film was shown, thank goodness, parents were still panicking to try to hurry their children away from the movie. The theater refused to comment on the incident, saying, "There's no story here." Kids are gonna learn today.
You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today. Hey, real quick, Doodle Cake. You said, hey, I'm telling you, hey, what's up, Doodle Cake? Yeah, that's the chat room right there. You guys better get on it.
Doodle Cake said, hey, hey. I like that Garfield little icon. That's nice.
Yeah. Real quick, let's talk about 50 Shades of Grey, because I heard that movie was crazy.
I saw it. It was terrible.
Horrid.
Just not.
We're not even going to say what you could have.
No, I'm not saying that the actors themselves were bad actors. You're not. I think that both of those actors did great with what they were given. I think just the writing is subpar for a good film.
Shots fired. Pow, pow.
I mean,
but listen. It was SpongeBob, though. I mean,
Oh, I love
are you
SpongeBob.
ready?
SpongeBob, you can't go wrong with SpongeBob.
He was
have
past
the first
my time.
100 episodes on DVD.
I'm not a SpongeBob guy.
Oh my God.
It was past my time.
See, I don't know Tybo, you don't know SpongeBob. Well, that's just how it's going to be, because SpongeBob is the best.
No, he's not. Do you know who, like, Captain Planet was?
I can't even
Do you know
look
who
at you
Captain
right now.
You better look at me.
No.
You know what?
SpongeBob.
Look, SpongeBob
Let's get
skips
around
leg
the
day.
campfire
No,
and
stop.
sing our campfire
SpongeBob,
song.
you skip leg day. You're not a friend of mine. Little toothpick legs you got on that sponge. Man, get out of here. Anyways, police charged 5 women and 2 men with underage drinking early Tuesday morning when an officer burst into an underage drinking party after one teen accidentally butt dialed 911.
Stupid.
Did you do that? When the phone's in your butt?
Yeah.
You didn't dial 911?
911, my phone's falling in the toilet. Help me. Hurry.
Wow. According to Rothschild Police Department, an officer responded to a 911 call in which no one was responding to the dispatchers. The officer arrived at the party around 3:49 a.m. I would have been in bed by then. That's ridiculous. Dispatchers knew the officer was in the right place because they could hear the conversation between the officer and the phone's owner through the open phone line.
So stupid.
2 18-year-olds, 2 19-year-olds, 3 20-year-olds all received municipal citations for underage drinking. Let's have a quick moment of silence for the idiots who just... who dials 911?
But I don't even know. How do you?
But if you butt
how do you
dial,
butt
isn't
dial
that like in
anymore,
your
really?
recent calls or something
Yeah,
like
because
that?
there's no buttons. So
Unless they have
unless maybe
fingers
they
on
were
their
like,
butt.
wouldn't it be funny if we called 911 and she like typed it in and then put it in her pocket and
She could have had.
I always get amazed when cops actually like get these kids in trouble for underage drinking.
Why?
Like, because I've been in that situation when I was younger.
I wasn't.
Okay, yeah, I underage drank.
I
And, like,
didn't.
cops would come because you didn't?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I believe you. And, yeah, I don't know. We never got in trouble. They kind of always just told us to, like, get out of wherever we were. And thankfully.
Rules are rules.
Okay.
Whatever.
I'm not going to debate you on it because that's how you feel. But I don't believe you.
Fine, I had 1 drink when I was 20, and I only had 1 drink because
Did
I
you
was
throw
running
up?
track.
I don't feel good.
Oh my God.
This sea breeze.
Sea breeze. You know what? It was
Margarita
Hennessy.
gave him a tummy ache.
It was Hennessy. We're not even going to get into stereotypes. It is what it is. It wasn't the brightest moment in my life.
Oh, it's okay.
Leave me alone.
4 men were arrested last Wednesday after a sword fight developed outside a washroom in a Dubai hotel. What's going on?
Wait a minute.
People have swords. That's kind of scary. Pull it together. Pull it together. According to reports, the duel began after 2 guests accidentally brushed shoulders outside of the bathroom of the hotel. After an argument between the men, a physical fight broke out in which both parties thought it more appropriate to use swords than boring old fists. All suspects involved were taken to the hospital, one with critical injuries. That is crazy. Where did they get the swords from? They're just walking around with swords. This is some medieval. This is some medieval stuff right here.
Okay, time out. Because
Look, there they are.
I mean, that's not them. That's Zorro.
That's them.
No, that's Zorro.
All you need to do is like Photoshop some toilet paper coming from Zorro's shoes.
Okay, I really like swords.
Swords are a big hobby of Chuck. He's really into swords.
Dude, how
I
do you
like
get?
sword fighting.
How do 4 people get into sword fights though? Like, have you seen the movies with sword fights?
Yeah.
You need space for a sword fight. I challenge you to a duel. And you pull your sword out. It's like a lightsaber battle.
It is. I never understood how they actually work. Like, you know how you see it and like people are like clinking and stuff? I just feel like, why wouldn't you just stab the person and like run away? Like, got you. Like, they'll never know. Why does it take so long? What's with all the formality? Cut his head off and let's move on.
We're going to do an on-location sword fight one day. We're going to find somebody who can teach us how to use sword. Not fencing.
Why not?
Actual swords.
That's a sword.
But
I got you. You're dead already.
Okay, that's just one point in fencing, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if this was you dead again.
That's one point.
I don't get it.
And you got to do, like, on guard. And you boom. No. She does not understand how these things work. No, because if we were out drinking and we bumped shoulders and we got into a fight and I pull out my sword, first off, I have long arms.
You do.
I'm probably going to have a long sword.
No.
So I've got reach.
He's cocky now.
No, I'm just saying, I got reach. I'm not going to buy a little tiny hatchet-looking sword. I'm going to buy that big honking, like, whoosh.
Yeah, like.
And you hear it when it comes out.
You take your sword out, I'll take my, like, revolver or something, my 22, and it's over.
You know what? I'm going to get a Hattori Hanzo sword. You know who that is?
No, but I bet he hangs out with Tybo.
Tybo is not a guy.
It's a guy.
No, it's not.
He's a guy.
Okay, Billy Blanks is the guy. Tybo is like, it's like Zumba is now, back then.
You could have told me that in the beginning. Then
you
we
never gave
had
me a
this
chance.
Conversation. Yes, I did. I asked him during commercial break. Don't let him.
Anyways, look, we're talking about sword fights, not Tybo and.
All right, continue then.
Zoom.
You know what?
I don't even know what we were talking about.
Me either.
Gosh, she bringing out rulers and stuff and having.
Have fun.
Did you have fun?
I had a great time.
You know, I missed you.
I missed you too.
Hey guys, it was
really
fun to
is
be
my
back.
Buddy.
Yeah, she's my buddy too. My buddy. Do you remember that? You were probably too young.
How old are you?
It's a secret. I read a lot of internet. I like to know what happened in the past.
I like to use the Google machine.
Right. That's all I do. You know, right here, cell phone. Google My Buddy. If you don't know what My Buddy is, go to google.com. Google My Buddy. It was a really scary doll. They had this really cool commercial though.
Yeah.
My buddy, my buddy, my buddy and me. Yeah. And they also had a kid sister.
My buddy's kid sister?
Well, she was like her own little thing, like He-Man and She-Ra, my buddy kid sister. Okay. You don't know who He-Man and She-Ra are?
Yeah, it's an action figure.
Okay.
Yeah.
They had TV shows too.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like, who was your superhero when you were growing up?
Captain Underpants. I love that book.
Who is Captain Underpants?
You know Captain Underpants?
No!
Oh, Google it.
Oh, okay. I will Google Captain Underpants.
No, it's really cute. I think he's still around. It's like a children's book superhero.
P.S. Dr. Seuss, happy 111th birthday. I always keep a copy of Oh, the Places You'll Go With Me. I have that in my office, and I actually have the Kindle edition, so it's with me everywhere I go.
That's really sweet.
I love that book. I read it to all my kindergartners when I taught. I read it to my nieces. I read it to my nephews. I read it for myself because no one's as true as you.
That is so sweet.
I know.
I really like that.
Yeah, I like that book too. All right. Well, you ready to go home?
Yeah.
I got to go lift. I haven't lifted all day. I'm losing my mind right now. So
pick things up and put them down.
We've just wrapped up our first show. Thanks, guys, once again for voting for us. Now we're back. You can't get rid of us. Well, you might be able to. I don't know how that works, though. We'd have to figure out who we talk to get rid of us. So while you figure that out, you're just going to have to sit and watch. And Doodle Cake, what's up? Next week, live chat, Twitter, Facebook. I'm going to have the laptop right here.
inravio.com/live-stream. You can also head over to inravio.com to catch up on all our past shows and to check out some of our other awesome programs. Tech, sports, NASCAR.
NASCAR?
You name it. Yep. Be sure you're visiting our Facebook page, facebook.com/InRavioWeekly.
What's Facebook?
It's a book on your face. It's the Facebook and the pudding pops. Thanks again to everyone who
Pudding
voted.
pops?
I don't know where we're going.
We'll see you later.
Bye, guys.